What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Looks like the best player on the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, has been cleared to play 5-on-5 scrimmage now. And I can remember back about a year ago, a lot of people were wondering about Kawhi Leonard in regards to his health. When will he return? There was speculation that he would return to the playoffs or the play-in tournament last season. There was speculation that he would return last season before the season ended. It was a lot of up in the air type of speculation about Kawhi Leonard. And now, we're finally here. Now we're at the point where he's cleared to play full participation, 5-on-5 drills, and, really get back to the grind, the work, and the business, and take care of business the way he usually does when he's on the court. And, kick ass and take names. That's what Kawhi does. And shoot people while he's out there. That's what he does with that mid-range. So now he can get back to work and do what he does best and, work everything the way he's supposed to, and just work himself back into, the best player he was, And to me, as I said before, I think he's the best player in the league. But when healthy, he's top 2, top 3 player in the league when healthy. I don't know what a lot of these analysts say or what they speak of or what they, what their analysis is of players, but Kawhi is a top 2, top 3 player in the league easily when healthy. So I'm looking at this situation here where the Clippers have a blessing, all on its own for this season, because they got a healthy Kawhi Leonard back, and they just added a John Wall who's motivated. And this team built off of what they did last year without their 2 superstar players in Kawhi and PG. These young guys are seasoned and ready to have a good season as well, because they've played in a lot of situational basketball. They played in a lot of big moments, for them, because they didn't have their superstar leadership. And, for this team to come together and put it all together, the way they have this off season, having everybody being available for this upcoming season in regards to health. It's big for this team because, like I said, the goal is to win a championship. And then you hear all these reports and stuff like that from ESPN and everything. What are the chances of the Clippers winning the title? What are the chances of the Clippers actually going all the way? All these things. Well, all that's only going to happen if Kawhi is really at his best, because the Western Conference is stacked. It is very tough. And for the Clippers to take it all the way, they're going to have Kawhi Leonard at his very best, along with PG and the rest of the guys. So, it's good to hear Kawhi Leonard playing 5-on-5, or has been cleared to play 5-on-5, because that betters his chances for, coming through or coming to play in the game opener, the season opener. That was the report anyway, that he'll be ready for the season opener when the season starts. So, I hope that that's very true, because I would like to see him, come out to start an opening night and really kick off the season and kick off his season, and with a blast off, just coming out, just ready to go out there and do whatever he needs to do to help his team win. And, I've been waiting to watch Kawhi Leonard play a while. It just seems like he's been out longer than a year. Seems like he's been out 2 or 3 years. It just feels that long, because you're not used to Kawhi Leonard being out. But, all this time, the only last time he had a situation remotely close to this when he was in San Antonio with the leg injury that he suffered, where it was issues about whether he was cleared to play or not. And what happened with that? He ended up going to Toronto, and the rest is history there. But it just seems like it's been a while since we've seen Kawhi Leonard play, and I just think that he's one of those players that a lot of people like, and that definitely brings ratings to the NBA and everything like that. And he's just one of those top players, man. You can't really deny him. And I think when he's on the court, a lot of people respect him because he doesn't talk, but he let his actions do the talking. And, I just feel like, the media sometimes gives him a unfair deal in regards to, his superstar status and who he is and what he's really worth on the court and his value. He is way more valuable than 90% of the players in the NBA. And that's a fact, because like I said, there's not many players that, first of all, won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, won a Defensive Player of the Year the way Kawhi Leonard did. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is one of those type players where he really controls the pace of a game and how it goes, and he really dictates it pretty much on his gameplay because he controls both ends of the court. I mean, 50% of the time when you're on the court, you're playing defense, along with the other 50, you're playing offense, and Kawhi is exquisite on both ends. So this is my point. I mean, when you have a player like him, there's really no reason why everybody shouldn't look at him as a top 2, top 3 player when healthy. So now the fact that he's ready to play and he's built his legs up and built his muscular body up, hopefully he's ready to go out there over the night when he comes back to put the ACL injury mentally behind him and, move forward with his game and his thoughts and, get his rhythm back to where he was before he got injured. Because before he got injured, he was really playing at a supreme high level in the playoffs. I mean, he was shooting over 60%, scoring like 33 points a game. I mean, it was unreal what Kawhi Leonard was doing. It really was. So it was unreal to see what he was able to do in regards to just, turning up a notch in the playoffs. I've been saying that he's the only player I've seen in the NBA that can turn it up the way he can, just turn it up a notch in the playoffs. And this is the reason why he's my favorite player, because I see him in regular season games, play at a superstar level, but kind of give it to you, somewhat on a basic level. Just do what is required of him to get his team out of that game, to move on to the next. But in the playoffs, I mean, when he lets it all go and go out there and just play his game and just, be in his own skin, be comfortable out there and just allowing the game to come to him and play at his own pace, Kawhi is unstoppable. He really is. So, I mean, this is why I said he's one of the best players in the NBA, and the fact that the matter that you're hearing that he's, healthy enough to play again is definitely great news for Clippers fans. It's great news for the NBA in general because he is a top player, and I feel like, the Clippers can definitely do a lot of good things this season with the help of Kawhi Leonard, of course. So it's going to take a complete team effort for them to really win the championship. But at the same time, it starts with Kawhi Leonard too. Because, like I said, he's just that type of player that, affects the game in so many ways. He makes everybody else's job easier on the court that's on his team because of how much he can do and how much versatility he has as a player and his uniqueness as a player. So I said before, Kawhi has always been one of a kind, and he still is, and I still think that he has a lot left to prove, and in his mind, and with that mindset that he has, I think the Clippers are bound to, make a run, this season. So let's see what happens, and let's see if Kawhi can come back the way he was, because the Clippers are definitely needed, and it's going to take that for them to win the championship. Hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Kelly out.